Hey, welcome back to Clip Trip. Now, for those of you who have been wondering why I'm wearing this getup, you know what? It's because of our featured artist that's coming up here right now, a gentleman by the name of ELVEZ. He's like a Mexican Elvis impersonator. And so, you know, I thought, why not? Do it up, because during the interview, it was El Beso, my alter ego, that did the interview. He played recently here in Toronto. And this guy's such a fun performer because it's not just Elvis music. I mean, I'm not an Elvis fan. Mrs. Waite, I apologize for that. I know you probably don't want to hear that. I'm not the biggest Elvis fan, but ELVEZ, like, he mixes his own songs. He sort of does the Weird Al thing, puts his own lyrics to it, and not just Elvis songs. I mean, we're talking BTO. He also did a cover of Lust for Life by Iggy Pop, which kind of actually also sounds like Town Called Malice as well. And he's an awesome performer. If you live in the Toronto area, and I wish I could tell you more dates on him because he's truly one artist that you cannot miss. If you live in the Toronto area, December 11th at the legendary Horseshoe Tavern, where the Stones themselves have played, you will also see our next featured artist, Mr. ELVEZ Christmas Special.
Vamos y caballeros, welcome to the ELVEZ Gospel Show. We'll be boxing with God tonight. And right now, I wasn't doing Beck, I was doing James Brown. James Brown, the godfather of soul.
I'm not Diego Fuentes, I'm ELVEZ. So why? Because I'm with the ELVEZ. And this is El Rey, this is ELVEZ.
And he's an ELVEZ impersonator. A new line of Elvis impersonators will be shipping across the country. Canadian import to America and Mexico. Harder than NAFTA, kind of, sort of. But not really.
Mexico Chileno. Chileno Mexico-canadiense. Now, it's an interesting...
Latinos Unidos.
Latinos Unidos, sí. Boxing with God. There seems to be a double meaning because that could be meaning boxing against God or boxing for God.
That's what it's all about. It's the trouble, the turmoil I feel inside. It's kind of like the play from the 1976 hit Broadway show. Your arm's too short to box with God. Only my interpretation via the music of Elvis. It's kind of a struggle, the inner struggle that man has with theology. And it's a kind of a Judeo-Christian, Zen, Buddhist, Aztec sacrifice gospel show. It's a mix, mash, mosh. So come join the mosh pit.
You're making me hot, baby.
That's my job. It's part of an Elvis impersonator strip because Elvis believed in all the different theologies like the Kabbalah, Krishna consciousness, transcendental meditation. So it's a kind of step into my inner Elvisness of taking the ideas of different theologies, world theologies, and mixing a match on a live Las Vegas rock and roll theatrical stage show. But it's also the ideas of Elvis as Kid Galahad or me as Oscar de la Hoya. I used to smoke, I used to drink, I used to smoke, drink, and dance a hoochie coo. I used to smoke and drink, smoke and drink, dance a hoochie coo. Ha ha, yeah. Now I'm standing on the corner, praying for me and you. Ha ha, yeah. 'Cause I'm saved, I'm saved. People, let me tell you about a kingdom come. I'm saved, I'm saved. Well, I can preach it to you, deaf and dumb. I'm a soul-saving army, beating on a big bass drum. Ha ha, yeah. I used to cuss, I used to fuss, I used to cuss, fuss, and boogie all night long. I used to cuss and fuss and cuss and fuss, cuss and fuss and boogie all night long. Ha ha, yeah. Now I'm standing on the corner, I know right from wrong. Ha ha, yeah. 'Cause I'm saved, I'm saved. Oh, people, let me tell you about a kingdom come. I'm saved, I'm saved. Well, I can preach until you're deaf and dumb. I'm a soul-saving army, beating on the big bass drum. Wow!
The last time we spoke, it was for the G.I.I.I. tour.
Yeah.
And the theme of that album seemed to be the revolution.
Yes.
How has your music changed? Are you still in the revolution?
Well, I think revolution and religion walk hand in hand, especially with Latino culture, because our religious leaders have always been in the forefront for human rights, like Hidalgo or Bishop Romero, or in East LA today, Father Boyle keeps the kids out of gangs. So I think religious leaders of the Latino communities have always been the revolutionaries. So the two walk hand in hand, like two fists of glove. It's a 1-2 knockout punch. Revolution and religion for the people. Power to the people. Power to you.
Speaking of 1-2 punch, I have one right here. 1-2 punch.
They are knockouts, the lovely ELVEZ.
Besos en vez de combos. Ay, gracias, gracias, gracias.
Excuse me, that's bullshit.
Excuse me.
Here comes my religious leader now. He has a new cult.
Advisor.
He's kind of like the guy in Waco.
I'm sorry. I come in and this lesson is bullshit.
He dresses better.
I see the sequin faux priest kissing my chick. That's bullshit.
He's
And
an
you
Elvis
can bleep
impersonator.
that all you want, but it'll still be bullshit.
I wasn't leading a revolution. I was just giving the ideas and passing the ideas of power to the people and say it loud, I'm brown and I'm proud ideas. I am not a spiritual leader. I am not running for president. I am not having a manifesto with my shows. I just have different ideas and I plant the seeds of change into you. God's got a million surprises, like the kiss on me. Stop the teeth, just go, go, go. Don't need a uniform, all the government loan. To hell with the devil, he despises. I'm tired of sleeping on the side. No more beat my brain with the liquor and drugs, with the liquor and drugs. Come on, beat my brain. Jesus is just a modern God. With Christ you haven't got a fear no more. I got love for Christ. 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 I got love for Christ.
You are probably the only man who's never stopped the show because of the bombings, because of the terrorist attacks. The night of the bombing, you played, and people were asking for it.
And yeah, every night we've done, and we went through New York and we went to DC, and people have been glad, and it's something they needed and something that helped them out and something spiritual, uplifting to them and giving them hope and the idea of trying to pass around love.
Some people think that God is Christianity, but in the Arab world, Allah is God, and there is no difference. But right now there seems to be a line. What's your thought on that?
Yes, I think God loves the Middle East, God loves America, God loves everybody, and so it's the people working it out that are making the problem. I think God is a unified idea for everyone, and he doesn't separate between the Arab nations and Islam people and the West. I think it's an idea. It's the people who make the choices. It's like, what's that? I lost my train of thought, but you know what I mean.
Well, can Quippy jump in or just say that we should all remember that Islam is the nation and the religion and the faith that made the Renaissance possible. They are the ones who preserved all of the knowledge and wisdom and science of the ancient Greeks and the Romans, and fought to protect it from the Crusades. So we should never forget that Islam, we owe a huge debt to Islam. The Renaissance would not have happened without Islam. And that all of that knowledge would have been lost without Islam. So we should not condemn Islam. When we were like rolling around in caves in Western Europe and burning witches on the stake, Islam was a modern and secular and scientific culture that far surpassed Western culture at the time. And in fact was one of the most compassionate cultures in the world, and in fact rebuilt the synagogues in Jerusalem when they ran Jerusalem. They rebuilt everyone's religious monuments when they took over their countries, when they had an empire. And they were much more loving and compassionate and tolerant than our Christian forebears were.
And all religions, no one is innocent. The Christians have Jerry Falwell, who blames the tragedy on homosexuals, ACLU, all things like so. All religions.
The genocide of the East.
And it's like the Crusades killed millions of people, and no religion is innocent of.
Jim Jones was a Christian.
There you go, and you know what happened to Kool-Aid. So it's all. No one is innocent. I think they are bad. Everything has something bad with them, and everything has something good with them.
Except the ELVEZ. There's no bad in the ELVEZ.
All good. Well, they're bad sometimes, but in a good way.
There's a lot of really wonderful bad in the ELVEZ.
Yeah. A man of truth and knowledge, his feathers never fell. They called him feathered serpent. That's Quetzalcoatl, oh baby. He was an Aztec baby. Check out my maraca. There you go. He was an Aztec who could fly. Some bad men tried to frame him, get him drunk and make him fail. So he left him only to return poor Quetzalcoatl, oh baby. He was an Aztec baby. He might have been Jesus. He was an Aztec Aztec who could fly. Now here's how the story goes. Somebody returned as Cortez, but that was their mistake. And he did ride Malinche by side laying Islam to waste, oh baby. He was an Aztec, baby. He might have been Jesus. He was an Aztec who could fly. Let's show how to fly. Here we go. Legend on a raft of snakes he'll sail, spreading peace for man across the land that gets on Cortez. Oh baby, he was an Aztec, baby. He might have been Jesus. He was an Aztec.